I know that I am not alone here. Grocery prices are outrageous and feeding our families is getting to be a little bit difficult. I'm gonna kind of figure out how I'm gonna start saving money. And this is gonna be more than the throw in some beans with the ground beef to make your beef stretch farther, because we've all heard those tips. I need like actual practical things because I already make a lot of things from scratch. I already meal plan. I need to figure out even more what I can do. So I actually did not even have this video planned. You guys are gonna come along with me and work along with me and we are gonna figure this thing out together. How are we gonna save money on our grocery bills? I don't even know. Okay, as I'm sitting here thinking, I just talked about meal planning. I have been a meal planner for the most part the last decade. I go in and out of how I meal plan. Sometimes I am planning that we are eating out this day and we're having maybe mac and cheese this day. We're having an extravagant meal this day. Lately I've been I'm planning a meal out every week or every day of the week. And if we don't get to it, that's okay because everything's still in the freezer and I can just move that meal down to the following week or whatever. That's not exactly working with my budget though. And I don't know why, like it's ridiculous. I'm getting less than I've ever gotten. And you are probably feeling the same thing, buying less than you've ever bought before, but yet our bill is higher than it's ever been. As I am filming this, it is January, and we are not outside a lot. We are pretty much stuck inside, for the most part, all day long. So I actually have time to cook real big, huge meals. I have time to can. I have time to prep all of the things. So this is perfect. This is gonna work out in my favor. I mean, besides like kids and their activities, I can make this work. So you always hear us shop your pantry before you meal plan. I don't typically do that because I haven't ever needed to. And I do have a fairly good stock of canned goods downstairs. It's horribly organized because I only have one shelf and I can a lot. So I don't 100% know exactly all that I have. So I will have to go through that today. I have a plan to schedule out my meals. So I have January all scheduled out already. I have a plan to meal plan February. And here's gonna be the kicker that I have not been doing lately. I live about an hour and a half from a Costco, a Sam's Club. I live 45 minutes from an Aldi's. So things are not really in my favor. I pretty much always grocery shop at Walmart every single week. So whatever their prices are, I'm stuck on. This is how I'm going to try to change it because I did see a TikTok. I don't know the creator's name, but I've seen a TikTok where she shared the Sam's Club haul versus, or maybe it was Costco, Sam's Club or Costco haul versus the Walmart haul. And it was the exact same things, the exact same amounts. And the price difference was very different between the bulk buying. So when I meal plan for February, I'm going to figure out exactly what I have, exactly what I need. And I'm going to plan one day to travel to Sam's Club, to Costco, to Aldi, and I'm going to get an entire month's worth of food. I might also have to utilize Azure Standard depending on what I meal plan, how I can figure out like what canned goods I have. I'm kind of going to do the, oh, I can't think of her name. I'll find it and I will link it. But she always does like a January challenge where you just eat from your pantry. I've never done it, but I think it's great, especially right after Christmas, right after December, after you spend all the money. That is perfect. So whatever her name is, I'll link her down below. She's a great person to follow. This video is kind of a mess because I didn't plan it through, so you guys are kind of working with my brain here. This is what we're gonna do. We are going to go look through my pantry, which, heads up, do not judge me. My pantry, my fridge, my canned goods, all a mess. All need to be cleaned, all need to be organized. Maybe we'll get enough like ADHD motivation to get that done. But we are gonna go through it all. We're gonna see what we have. We're gonna meal plan for February. I'm gonna show you exactly how my process works and how I'm gonna save money this month. I am not grocery shopping for the rest of January, and then the money that I would have used for January groceries will be in my account to go at the beginning of February for my February groceries. And then hopefully I can get on this like thing where at the beginning of every month or at the end of every month I'm going grocery shopping for the following month. And that way I'm not going to stores. Oh, here's another thing I think we're gonna do. We have been decently bad at eating out lately, which is weird because I hate eating out. I never liked the food. One time a month. No. 2 times a month. One time a paycheck, we are going to go allow the kids to eat out. That's what we're going to do. You're going to hold me to that. Okay, 2 times a month we can eat out. Once every 2 weeks we can eat out. I think that's all I got. Let's see, let's set a goal for what. Right now I'm spending about $300 to $400 a week on groceries. So what is that? We'll say $300. We'll say $300 a week on groceries I'm spending. That includes toilet paper, you know, shampoo, all of the things that you can get at a local Walmart. So 3 times 4, 12. So I'm spending $1,200. Let's see if I can spend we'll do $700 for 1 month of groceries. Oof, that might be tough. $700 for 1 month of February for a family of 8. Can we do it? Let's find out. I'm gonna take you into my deep, dark dungeon of a basement. It's very creepy, but it's perfect for storing canned goods. So let's go. This is what we got going on. Hopefully you can hear me over the HVAC. I have got a bunch of beans and crap. Ketchup, mayonnaise. Oh. So basically I have got this. When I find things on sale, I'll pick up like the big ones and do it. We got broths, probably up the wazoo. Every time these go on sale for $1, I buy them because we go through so much broth. I use it for everything. And I also need to buy another one of these guys, but I have not gone to the store yet. Okay, I've got a bunch of pint soups. I've got rice, beans, more grains. Oh, that'll be a good one. Maybe I can stop using all-purpose and use up my grains. That's a good idea. More broths, chicken pot pie filling, let's see, potato soup, barbecue pulled pork, goulash, and half meat. So the reason for that, like, meat obviously looks gross, but the reason for that, why was that? I did like 1 meal of something and 1 meal of another thing, and I didn't know if like half the meat that I put in here was gonna taste good. Garlic, bacon, ground beef, pork and beans, green beans, green beans, green beans. Okay, lots of casseroles will be coming up. Chili, diced tomato. I bought a whole thing of this for the holidays, and we don't use them very often, but I can use those up. Butternut squash, so these are basically just like snacks for when I'm feeling a little sweet tooth. Butternut squash soup. I am the only one that likes that, and I always have a salad every single day for lunch, so why I put these in pint jars, I'm never alone to eat dinner, so I don't know. I've got jam back there. I've got more jam. I've got rhubarb. Okay, so I've got quite a bit here that I can work with, and I might even be able to stretch it out until March. Let's see what we can come up with. Let's go check the pantry. Okay, pantry is a disaster. You're gonna deal with it. I'm good on salt. I know I need to make vanilla extract soon. This is all I have left, and we go through a ton of it. So this is gonna suck because vanilla extract is expensive, but you guys, it is crazy easy to make. So I will link my blog post down below on how to make vanilla extract. It'll save you, I don't even know. Just do it. So much money. I'm back here. What do we got? Not. My kids like to sneak into the chocolate chip bags and get treats. We'll definitely need chocolate chips. I go through so many of those. They get them for pancakes, muffins, all the things. Tomato sauce. This is stuff for like making tinctures. Like, it shouldn't even be in here, but I need to find a place for it. So as you can see with me, I'm kind of like a mix of eat your own real food and then also buying store-bought, because I do have 6 kids and they don't all eat real food, and we do still need processed food for convenience. Maybe someday we won't, but right now we do, and I'm totally okay with that. So yes, I do have tomato sauce in the jars from the store, because I find that, and this is probably gonna go like way different than most people think, because most people can their tomatoes. I don't think it's worth it to can my own tomatoes, and I don't know. It's just a lot of work for me. So what we got for the pantry. Let's see. I know. I made muffins. I made muffins yesterday. I quadrupled my batch. And I made mini muffins. I tried this out. I've done it before and it didn't work very well. So I bought a different pan and I made a whole bunch of mini muffins. We are going to try to utilize those as like snacks for like after church. Just like when we get in the car, I can throw those in individual baggies, and then I don't have to stop at a gas station to get treats. And I have to come up with more ideas, because we can't just eat muffins every single time we're in the car. Our car trips, by the way, are always 1 hour to where we're going, an hour home-ish. So we're in the car for quite a bit when we do go places. All right, now that we've gone through the food, let's see what we can come up with. Plan some meals. As I was just thinking, because I plan on canning chicken enchilada soup tomorrow or the next day. Maybe I can try to plan like more of those types of things where I'm canning the meals for the month. Let's see what we can come up with. I just realized that I have not shown you guys the freezers. We do have meat in the freezer, so that's huge. If you can, plan it out, budget it out, buy meat in bulk, do it. Saves you a tremendous amount of money. So, freezer number 1. This freezer, we have like just dog bones in there from our beef. Oh, I forgot about these. These things are cool. If you don't follow me on TikTok, I made a TikTok on these. But this is just like a pasta bag. So I had a bunch of cherry tomatoes that we weren't eating. I diced up onions, put some garlic in here, and I can open this up and make pasta. And I wanted to do this with homemade pasta too, so that'll be sweet. We can utilize those. These are hams, and I just made a ham last week and chopped it up for lunch meat. There's another idea. And then a bunch of veggies. And then this is where our beef lives. So the very first thing I'm gonna do is I've got my calendars printed off. You okay? I've got a list of what's in my pantry, a list of what's in my pantry. I kind of know what's in my freezer, like beef and pork. I kind of got that down. So the next thing I have to do is look on my Google Calendar and see what we have going on, what days I'm gonna need crock-pot meals, what days I'm gonna need, what days we're gonna be gone all day, like that kind of thing. What's taking up our time to where the nights that we won't be home and I won't have time to make dinner, and then I'm gonna fill in after that. Now right now I'm only worried about dinners. I did print off another calendar for breakfast. I didn't print off one for lunch because we can kind of do leftovers for that. I have got January and February's dinners done. I have started breakfast, but I've got about 5 minutes before I have to go pick up my son. Okay, less than 5 minutes. So I'm going to show you real quick what I got going on, and then after this, when I get back, I'm going to go through and figure out if there's anything that I actually need to buy from the store besides produce. I don't know if I said that before. I will still be allowed to buy produce, but I am going to try to, maybe I'll try to make it last longer, which is basically impossible because anytime we get any sort of fruit in this house, it is gone in a day. Here's what I've got so far. I am okay with repeating meals like this lasagna. I'm gonna make 2 to 3. I'm already making one, so I'm gonna make a couple extra to throw in the freezer for, let's say, for instance, something comes up this day. This is like the only day we don't have something going on. Then instead of making that, I will pull out a lasagna in the morning or something. So yeah, we're gonna be having chili a lot because there's lots of beans that need to be used up and lots of tomatoes that need to be used up. And then, as you can see here, like I have burritos there. Instead of buying tortillas, I'm just gonna make them. Sourdough tortillas are dynamite. You don't have to make sourdough bread, but if you do sourdough for anything, do it for any recipe except the bread because other recipes are amazing. And then here we've got February. Our church makes dinner every Wednesday, so I don't have to worry about that. CP means crock pot. You can see like I repeat pork chops here, pork chops there. We're okay with that. Meat, rice, and veggie bowl. I don't know what kind of meat I want yet, but it's super easy. Like in the Instant Pot, I will just cook up, let's say for this one, I'll do, maybe I have a chicken breast or something that I can cook up in the Instant Pot. I'll throw in canned rice. I'll throw in a frozen bag of veggies. Throw in like garlic salt, any sort of seasonings that you want. Cook it for 10 minutes on high pressure-ish, depending on what meat you use. Put it all in a bowl. Super simple meal. Crock pot lasagna. I did do something new. I haven't tried this recipe yet, but I have it in my recipe book and I've wanted to try it forever, so that looks super good. And then I started breakfast. We are pretty much routine. I don't even know why I make a breakfast thing. Every Monday we have muffins. Every Tuesday we have something to do with toast. Every Wednesday waffle. Every Thursday oatmeal. We were doing overnight oats, which we still can do, but our microwave broke, so it's almost like I have to put it on the stove to warm up. None of us like it cold, so I might as well just make it from there. Star bread, cinnamon rolls, so we'll be doing something, like I'm trying to do something fun for breakfast on Fridays, more star bread, but I can't think of anything more fun than star bread or cinnamon rolls. And then $18.98 omelet, like my favorite meal ever. I'll link that down below. This video is kind of a mess because the way that my brain works is kind of messy, but hopefully this kind of gives you some motivation, inspiration, ideas, whatever, to save money on your own grocery budget. I'll come back again, maybe mid-February, end of February, I don't know when yet, and kind of update how things went, and maybe we'll do March and April together. I don't know yet. Let's see. I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna do a garden this year, but I know that that would save me a lot of money. So stay tuned for that kind of roller coaster that's going on in my brain. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Make sure you follow 1898mama.com for all the recipes that I use in my day-to-day meals and my canning recipes, all of that stuff. And I will see you later. Bye.